Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense, the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary, that one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fields on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, Charles, he's still a young single caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They run again on first down. Cook taken down at the 42. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Well, come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Modi. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Back to Dillon on first down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson out the good. That'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would be who.
He's got a man, complete. 30, 10, touchdown LA. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Powers through it. Fighting through it. He's got space. 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at it, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back during your salad days in Evansville.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Bulldozes past him. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. They run again with Dillon. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Dillon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On first down, it's Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The end result, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Dillon now on first and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Slot man moves right. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go quickly here out to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to pound that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They run it again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DJ Moore, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie. And that's caught inside the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Swinging this out for Pollard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now it's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A game, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point on the first second. He's going to tie the game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
he's got a man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 37. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Left side, Cook. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that play, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As now we send you out to Orlando and hit back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. As you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Able to find his man, Woods. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Mahomes now to throw. That's caught by Woods for a Charger touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied. there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Mevis is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And how often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now here's Mahomes.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They run once more with Dillon. He'll get this to about the 38. Second down and 8. Off play action, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
On 4th down, Fields.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 11.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll dump this off to Cook.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it out there, game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of times the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. They go back to Pollard on second down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Strong. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They give to Dillon out of the gun, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock. Now
a give running right. It's Cook.
127 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's when you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there at seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight-ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Dillon on the inside give. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On second down, Dillon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 108 yards on the ground for him so far. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Take it to him. Don't let him rest. It's going to be a good game, boys.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably